我现在在的位置呢，是位于荷兰的 TU Delft。这间大学呢，在科学以及技术创新的发展上面有很大的贡献。他们也有专业的研究团队，已经将3D 列印技术应用在赛车上面。很巧的是，今天是他们第一次针对2018最新款的赛车进行第一次的测试。我们就去看看吧。每年在英国举办的 Formula Students 学生方程式赛车，是全球规模最大的学生工程设计竞赛。来自世界各国的精英团队都会在竞赛中展现他们最佳的设计创新能力。连续2年都拿到好成绩的 Technology University of Delft 团队，今天正在测试他们最新研发的赛车。不过好像不太顺利耶。来问问看团队的负责人 Alexander。How do you feel about today's test?
I'm glad we drove a couple of meters, but of course I wanted to drive a little bit more. But yeah, now that's something for tomorrow. Kind of look what's wrong and then fix it.
So can you tell us what test you do today?
So today we wanted to test, just do the first meters of the car. It's never driven before, it's the first day it drove. And we just wanted to see if everything worked okay. If it could drive on its own power. And that it did, but it broke down a little bit quicker than we wanted.
So which part have the problem?
So now we have a problem in the accumulator. We don't know exactly what it is, but it's something we need to check out in the workshop at home. So we can't fix it here.
虽然无法继续看赛车在赛道上奔驰，不过看着他们团队同心协力完成的测试，让能参与这一次赛车测试的我也感到蛮荣幸的。听说他们赛车有3D 列印出来的零件，来问问看他们的前辈，上一代的赛车的总工程师 Jonas 吧。Why not using the traditional way to build these parts? Instead, you use 3D printing to build it.
One of the biggest reasons for us to use 3D printing is because we can do it ourselves. A big part of Formula Student is to learn by doing, by literally building a car. So we can have our own machines back at the workshop and produce parts ourselves, see how the design works out, and if it doesn't work out, make it again in a different way. And the entire process is also not all that expensive and very quick. So those are the 3 biggest reasons for us to go with printing.
Technology University of Delft 团队在赛车制造上引进新技术，求新求变。我很好奇，让他们团结一心的赛车梦工厂到底长什么样子呢？ So this is the workshop.
This is the workshop. This is where you can actually see the parts.
So it says dream.
Yeah, you're right. This is the dream hall. It's the workshop where dreams come true.
Wow.
So here in the foyer you have a couple of examples of what's happening in here. We have everything from rockets to hydrogen cars to human-powered devices, race bikes, and of course our Formula Student cars. This is the 2016 car, and if we go upstairs, I can show you the parts from the 2017 and 2018 car.
地表上最聪明的大学之一，真是名不虚传，让我大开眼界。接下来 ，Jonas 要带我去认识使用3D 列印机印制赛车零件的幕后推手阿力。Hi, Ali. So what are you doing?
At the moment, we're printing a part called the HV outlet, and this is a guide in the chassis for the cables that carry all the high voltage electricity and the cooling water to the motors that make our car go.
So can you tell us how to print out an object like this?
How? Well, yeah. First of all, you start with your CAD model, and then we export this as something called an STL file, which is like a surface mesh of the part. Then we bring that into our what's called a slicer software.
Wow.
We position the part, and then, if necessary, we add support structures in. Then we configure a bunch of settings that are specific to the material and how strong and how fast we need it to print. And then the slicer software generates what's called a G-code file, and then we send that to the printer, and it does the rest.
利用3D 列印来印制零件，不仅快速、方便，又能精准地使用材料，大大降低所需要的花费。像是现在印制中的冷却分流器，只要花费10几欧元。若用传统方式，可能要花100欧元左右。不过 Jonas 说，使用3D 列印机来制作零件，也不是每次100%成功的哦。
Well, one example I have here. This is not an FDM part. It's a different technology. But this is what can happen. This was an issue where parts came off of the build plates during the print. And then the material that came on top of it couldn't attach to anything below it. So this is a pretty typical failure in 3D printing, even for FDM machines, where it's really based on going layer by layer by layer. And if the next layer above doesn't have anything below it, then it's not going to work. So this is a pretty typical failure.
So the reason is because there's no support structure?
Exactly.
听起来 Jonas 团队在使用3D 列印机上也是不断的尝试，不断的从失败中学习，并且成长，制作出完全符合需求的零件。对他们来说，每次的印制都是一个新的学习。不知道现在印制的零件进行到哪了 ？So what kind of 3D printing this machine is?
This is an FDM machine.
FDM machine. So this comes with the filament.
Exactly.
And
you have feeder back here. This is commonly called the extruder. There is a gear in there which pushes the material through this tube. And then the moving part here is the part where it actually gets hot, gets melted, and gets fused onto the material that already sits below it. So that's the F in FDM.
听了 Jonas 说了这么多，现在要亲眼去看一下他的骄傲，就是去年世界排名第2的 DUT-17赛车本尊喽。So which parts of the car are also 3D printed?
Lots of electronics parts, actually. Starting from the part that holds the dashboard screen in the car, the bezel around here.
You mean this?
Exactly. This keeps the screen from literally falling out. We have different light fixtures up here. This is one of the safety indicators of the car to show whether the car is in driving mode or not. We have a whole bunch of electronics enclosures here in the rear compartment that house the ECU or monitoring equipment or batteries even. We have entire battery casings that are 3D printed. So it's all really in the back and electronics related inside of the chassis here. Here in the back we have a power sensor. It measures how much power the car is using at any moment. And that's actually specific to each competition that we go to. Most of the competitions have their own sensor, so they're all different. So we need a different casing for each sensor in the back here. So we have different versions of this that different sensors fit into. If we had to make one in a different way, it would have been quite expensive, but like this is a couple of euros of material, and we have a safe box that contains high voltage.
That's a great reason to use 3D printing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the shape is very different from another. So when you first use 3D printed objects, is there any safety concern that people are worried?
Yes, many people are worried that 3D printed parts break, that they are very weak. And it really depends how you design your part again. What do you want to use it for? And how you design the part for the process. There are certain ways, certain orientations that you can print your part in that will make it stronger. Other orientations will make it weaker for the same application. So it again really comes down to choosing the right process for the right application. And in I would say about low to medium strength applications, FDM 3D printing like we use here is absolutely fine.
3D 列印技术只要运用得宜，就能让赛车发挥最大的效能。对于3D 列印技术的未来发展 ，Jonas 有什么看法呢
So where the technology can go is a really interesting question. I think what's already pretty much established at this point is the different processes. So we can print plastics, we can print metals, we can print ceramics. I think where the biggest advancements are going to come in the future is more material selection, more steels, more types of aluminium, more advanced plastics, for example, which are gonna just push the boundaries of what's possible with the existing technologies.
Technology University of Delft 的赛车团队善加利用3D 列印的优势来打造独一无二的赛车，难怪是比赛中的常胜军。现在我来到距离阿姆斯特丹约2个小时的车程的恩赫芬市，它是百年灯泡大厂飞利浦的发源地。透过政府与企业的合作，成为科学以及技术发展的重镇。在这边的 Technology University of Eindhoven 因赫芬理工科技大学呢，他们的 Ecomotive 团队计划利用3D 列印技术打造绿能环保概念车。他们是如何做到的呢？
This is actually where we started from. So this is the clay model that we use. So this was actually the first step when we tried to design the car. So we sketched it, and then it's really 2D. So it's very hard actually to see how it looks like. So we use this kind of automotive clay to really produce the car, and for the first time to see it really modeled in 3D. So you could really see how the car will look like when it's finished. Yeah. And well, actually here in the back we do have one of the final parts.
So what is this?
This is actually the back of the car. So this is made from flax and from sugar. So that's the main ingredients actually of our car.
Flax and sugar.
Yeah, flax and sugar. So this is completely made out of plants. Wow. And this is the back of the car. So this is pretty sturdy. And you can see that the top actually is a sandwich panel. So this here is the flax. So these are the plants.
This is the flax.
Yeah.
But the flax I know is like soft, like
fiber. Yes. Oh, actually, what we do is those fibers we print them on tapes of sugar, so from PLA, and we put them in all different directions. And then we press them together, and you get very stiff and very hard plates, and that's how we produce this car. And this is actually at the back, and this is what the chassis is made from as well, from this material.
I also noticed that there's the control panel of the car.
Yes.
And this seems like 3D printed, right?
Yeah, that's completely 3D printed. We thought it's really important actually to use those different materials, to use those different techniques. So we made it in 2 parts, so 2 separate parts, and we put them together. And that's the center console. So here will be a screen later on for the navigation, for the GPS system, for the infotainment system. And here we get the button so you can really reach something while you're driving. So this is completely 3D printed, and it will be covered with a shell of flax again.
眼前只看到小小的模型车，真正的车子呢 ？Cass 说啊，车子正在车厂，他们的团队正准备为车子上色，一起去看看这一台3D 环保概念车。So eventually, how this car will weight?
We expect to be around 350 kilograms.
350 kilograms.
Yeah.
That is very light.
It's very light for a car. Yeah, it's definitely very light. And that's including the batteries, including the engines, including everything in the car, so drive ready. Yeah.
But when you drive in a strong wind condition, is that cause any problem?
No, it's not, because we actually pay attention to that. We have the most weight on the bottom of the car, so that means the center of gravity is very low. Yeah. So that means that it's very stable on the road. That's also why we have the battery casings on the bottom of the floor. Yeah, so this is where the batteries are coming later on. So it's all very low on the floor, so that you get a very low center of gravity.
So when will be launched, you have the plan to hit the road?
Yeah, so we'll launch it actually, and less than a week later we will go on a European road trip. So we will go through the entire of Europe and just drive with this car as far as possible and really test this car on real life conditions. We think it's really important to test a car right now on a real road. So not in a laboratory, not in a controlled environment, but on real world conditions. Yeah.
虽然这一次无缘看到完整的汽车。不过还是期待他们这台车能开上欧洲巡回之旅。3D 列印技术的引进，让各国汽车大厂都加入研发的行列。刚刚见识了荷兰人的研究成果，现在带大家去上海，看看上海3D 列印厂商与意大利车厂合作的3D 列印车，又有什么让人眼睛为之一亮的特色呢？ 先生，车子没有挂车牌哎。
这是一辆3D 打印低速电动车，不需要上牌。
这是3D 列印车？
是啊，我来带你看一下。
哇，在我眼前真的是一台3D 列印打造出来的汽车哎，流线型的外观还蛮有时尚感的。黄经理说，这台车所有的内外饰件都是3D 列印印的，而且令我惊讶的是，全部饰件加起来才57个哎。
一般的车呢，它一般会需要2000个左右的塑料的零件，因为它有很多拼装啊这样子的一些工艺和结构在里面。但是对于3D 打印的车，我们可以把很多的结构全部放在一起去打印，比如可以看到从这一块一直延伸到这里，它都可以一体的去成型。所以呢，其实对于别的结构也是一样的，我可以把很多的结构全部合并在一起去做，可以大大减少我们整个车的零件和制造的难度。
所以这一整片叫做一块，
对，同时我这一块还能有设计感，我能把整一块结合在一起之后，这些设计感都保留在这里面。
那我看到就是这个啊，像是这个灯啊，它看起来还是蛮透明的，这个也是用3D 列印出来的吗？
对，这一台我们也是用3D 打印出来，它有一个特殊的打印的技术，我们可以打印一个透明的这样子一个质感。
所以说就是我们现在看到的是白色的嘛，那如果我们想要换个颜色啊，比如说我喜欢，黄色，
没问题，
没有问题的吗？
没有问题，任何颜色都可以。对我们这个车的话，就是有一个叫做大规模定制的概念，就是说我即使做很多量，然后卖给别人，我也可以把定制的东西放在里面，因为我3D 打印其实是无所谓的我不需要开模我也不需要一些很大的一个前期投入，所以我的生产很灵活，很柔性。你有怎样的设计，我就可以制作出怎样的产品。
大家是不是听到“客制化”这3个字，就认为这台车一定价格昂贵？错，因为3D 列印的技术使得材料的损耗减少，成本也就降低了。据说一台不到30万台币哦，价格是不是还蛮亲民的呢？但如果这样子的话，我们大概可以花多久时间就可以生产出一台车？
这辆车应该是从设计、从理念到最后落地，应该就只花了1年到1年半的时间，就搞定了。
那传统的呢？
传统的需要最起码需要花3年左右的时间，是很长的，因为传统的话有很多的一个模具设计、等待、修改然后包括和客户互动和市场互动的这样子的一个反复的一个设计最后落地的这样一个时间在里面。但是对于3D 打印，我首先不需要模具了，这些时间我都省了，而且在设计的初期我就可以跟客户进行沟通，同时我的设计的迭代速度也可以大大增加。
是我可以进去看吗？
可以啊。
哇！而且说真的，你如果没有讲说这个是3D 打印出来的车，我还真的不会感受到这件事情
是啊，就是3D 打印呢，就只是一个工具我们只是利用这个工具去做了这台车，但是我们可以保证这台车和我们平时用的车是一样的舒适，一样的安全。
就只是说它可以做到一些以往工艺可能不能做到的事情。
对，它可以做到一些，比如说刚刚提到的降成本比如说一些特殊的设计，
就像这一片吗？
对，像这一片上面的这种波浪纹的设计，
有凹凸的，
对，都可以赋予它一些新的设计元素在里面。我们目之所及其实有好多你可以看到这个空调的出风口然后包括
这个是出风口，
对，然后包括下面的这些旋钮然后我们这个扶手我们的这样子一个
放杯架、
杯架然后储物格整个我们目之所及的大多数都是3D 打印，包括这里
连这个也是，
对，都是3D 打印出来的。
哇，你能想象吗？连后照镜都是用3D 列印做的哎。这个呢，就是刚刚后照镜的最初的模型。黄经理我刚刚摸了一下，我发现好像跟刚刚摸到的感觉不太一样
是的，这个呢是我们做原型设计时候用的材料，在汽车上最终用的呢，我们把它的一个力学性能以及对环境的一个抗紫外、抗老化都优化过所以我们最终的材料会比我们做原型的材料更加的好，更加适合汽车的应用。
那可是我有发现它好像有一些不一样，就是你看你这样横着看它的时候，好像有这个一圈一圈的纹路，但是这个就没有 它们的差别是在哪里啊？
是这样呢，就是说3D 列印这个技术呢，它是一个层层堆叠的技术。所以呢，其实我们在打同样一个模型的时候，我们从哪个角度去打，对于最终的这个外观啊、性能都是影响的。所以这个也是我们在开发这一个产品、开发这个工艺中需要去考虑的点。像这一个模型呢，我们当时就是以这个方向去打印的，所以看到这个表面会更加光洁一些。那这个呢，是我们最初设计的时候呢，就是以这样子一个角度去打印的啊，所以这个也是一个可以说是3D 打印扩展了设计这样一个维度的这样子一个面。对，就是我可以通过不同的方向去控制它这个不同的性能和不同的外观啊。
除了这个后照镜以外，还有很多都是3D 列印的零件，印出来的。那么这些零件，它们有因为功能不同而用不同的材料去印制吗？
是的，是的，就是整个车上呢，我们其实用了好几种不同的材料，因为车的不同的部分对于材料的性能要求不一样嘛。就比如说我们车的有一个前后保险杠的位置，其实它呢是说我们车在遇到碰擦和撞击的时候要去保护整辆车的，所以对于这样的材料呢，我们会用一些带有弹性体的，会有一些耐磨的材料啊。我们这边有一个也是用同种材料打印的模型，可以看到它的韧性会非常好啊。对，所以呢，我们可以看到那个车的前后的一个包围啊，就是用这种又有弹性又耐磨的材料去做的。
所以这是有弹性的。
对。
真的耶。那所以就是因为如果用这样的材料去做的话，如果碰到它才有这个回弹的空间，
回弹会把那个力量吸收的，同时不会破坏整个车。
那除了这样的材料，那还有另外一个是
会有，就是我们对于汽车的内部的事件呢，就是我们座舱内部的东西，我们呢是用一个尼龙的材质去那个打印的。原因呢是因为我们大家应该都有这样的感受，就是夏天当你把汽车停在一个太阳下很久的时候，
会很热，
会非常非常热。
对，
我们之前测过，它这个里面的温度最高可能会达到120度，
有这么高？
非常高。对，就是在长时间可能晒了好几个小时之后。所以呢，就所有的汽车的内饰件，它的耐温都必须是在120度朝上的，这个就对我们材料厂提到了很高的要求啊。所以我们就专门为这个 XEV 的项目，为这辆车去开发了尼龙的3D 打印材料。这款材料耐热可以到150到180度啊，完全可以符合这个汽车内饰件的需求。
列印一台3D 汽车，除了材料要符合功能安全性，节省耗材使用，才能大大降低成本。3D 列印目前在汽车工业上已经成功打造了第一台的低速电动汽车，相信不久的将来就可以看到全3D 列印的高速电动汽车在highway上奔驰咯。走过这一遭之后，我才发现3D 列印在汽车上的应用是很灵活的，像是可以做出符合驾驶手感的方向盘，同时还可以减少大量的耗材。而让我感到更惊讶的是，这项技术已经可以做出可以上路的电动车了耶！哇，因为3D 列印技术的加入，使得汽车工艺的发展有了新的突破、新的视野。